call this friend zone. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing now, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts?
All right, getting right into the broadcast, everybody. Map 1 underway. UYU already making their way onto the A site quickly. No kills have gone out yet. Drewski going straight for the plant. Exterior of triple. Bomb has been planted. Heiza and Drewski do get those initial headshots off the rotation. BHOP gonna have to make some impressive plays here to retake. Beaky and Silas do get 2 headshots in sight, but trades have gone out. It's only Stanislaw remaining there on site. He does get 1 more USP headshot towards top of connector, but the final trade goes out, and UYU able to clinch an ever important first half pistol round here on Mirage. Beaky, huge scout headshot at middle. Cameron down. BHOP on the full force by here. Stan has a scout as well. I'm having flashbacks of Beaky's triple headshot from this week versus, was that versus Limitless? I've already watched the clip a few times, but it was during the middle of the night. I'm sure Ninja or Beaky will remind me several times soon. Spermy and Beaky peeking into the B halls. Still a man advantage here for BHOP. Contact made here at the B halls. UYU is making their way towards site with the C4. Drewski able to take out Spermy inside. Stan does fend off Tatum at Catwalk, but both BHOP players at B were taken out. Stanislaw, big scout headshot. That was a spam as well through the bench. Drewski still in market. Takes down Silas Heiza from backside, gonna headshot Delta. And it's all up to Stan with a scout. Drewski in market window, down by Stan, but no time remaining regardless. Heiza will get that final AK kill on to Stan. UYU up 2-0 early here on Mirage, and BHOP coming off that force buy. Not gonna be able to buy anything here, really. Beaky with the Zeus over there in Palace. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, Cameron lurking through underpass. Still no damage going out this round from either squad. Stanislaw, the only one who upgraded this round. He's got a Deg in hand, but he's taken down by Tatum. And Connector is going to drop 2 as well. Heiza, a nice headshot there onto Beaky and Spermy at the A side. UYU now up by 3. Still very early here on Mirage. This was UYU's pick. Map 2, Inferno, BHOP's pick. And if this does go to a decider, it will be Overpass. So BHOP on their first official rifle round here. 5 silenced M4s. So any Beaky fans here, you're going to have to wait to see him on the AWP. Even though it's just as exciting to see him on the Scout nowadays as well. But it looks like Spermy might have to come up with a big play here at the B side if this is going to be a B commit from UYU. And why not for UYU here at the moment? They've already showed some success towards B, regardless if it wasn't against full rifles. Whoa, a little bit of a fumble there from UYU. Friendly fire with the nade. Spermy does kill one from backside. Stanislaw helping him out from Cowboy to down Heiza. But that was off the trade. Spermy already taken down at bench. Bomb planted default. Stanislaw keeping an eye on mid. Does kill Tatum in middle. And Beaky off the rotation here in market. Does kill Alvin backside. Delta 9 going to take down Cameron backside as well. And BHOP with a very clean defensive round there. They only lose a single player. And if they can do more of that here on the CT side, they should have a pretty strong map 1. But again, still way too early to make any assumptions about this map. UYU did have some money to fall back on. 3 AKs and 2 Galils for them here in round 5. BHOP very heavy on AKs this round, as they had 3 players swap out for AKs at the end of last round. EQ remaining on the A1S. Spermy as well. UYU now making their way into middle. I wouldn't necessarily say they have complete control of mid. They're still a bit vulnerable out there, and Silas still is keeping an eye on top of Connector. But now, essentially, UYU does have control of middle. We've already got Cameron up in window. And Silas retreating to CT spawn, so UYU actually has full control of window and jungle now as well. A very passive choice of positioning here from BHOP. But I do think it could work out for them. They're letting UYU onto the A site now. But Delta, not quite with the direct crossfire back site. Will go down to Drewski. Drewski going to take out Silas as well there back site. And Beaky was already low, killed by Tatum. That ticket booth. Stan does get one there from the CT stairs, but the trades have gone out. And UYU back up by 3 rounds. BHOP with a mixed bag here in terms of their economy. It looks like they are going to buy up, though. This is a full buy for BHOP. 3 silenced M4s. Delta on the MP9 and Beaky will be sporting an Arctic Warfare Magnum. The first op, I believe, for either team here this map. Keeping an eye on middle. Silas and Delta pushed all the way up A ramp, and Silas does kill Heiza there. Just over a minute left in the round, and UYU appears to still be weighing their options here. They're now regrouping towards middle, including the C4 there in the hands of Alvin. It looks like UYU does want to take it connector to A. They're making the commit. Smoke gets down offensively there at jungle. Silas not able to get a kill there from default. BHOP still with the health advantage in Beaky. Rotating through CT, Spawn does take down Drewski with a nice reaction shot, and Delta with some nice reactions with that MP9. Gets one close range and one long range there towards triple, and with Cameron down, that leaves only Tatum remaining here in connector. Tatum with a nice headshot spam towards sights. Stan is down, but Spermy good for that trade just a moment later after he steps out of jungle. So BHOP will get a much needed second round for themselves here, and Beaky able to retain his AWP. UYU does still have some cash to work with, so it looks like it is going to be another full buy here for UYU. UYU leaning towards the B halls early. They look like they're eyeing upper mid, but they haven't quite moved up the ramp here yet. Cameron holding things down at underpass, waiting for a potential push there down to underpass. Silas on the peak from bottom of connector does take out Cameron. I don't think Cameron got off a shot there. So a nice defensive pick there from Silas. And Beaky throws in an op pick of his own towards the B-Hall's window. Drewski down. Two-man advantage for BHOP, and they need to capitalize off this. BHOP already showing that they do have some skills defensively here on Mirage. They've also shown some flashes of team chemistry already, but they need to start stacking some rounds. Silas can do just that. Drops 2 with the AK. Make that 3 AK headshots for Silas. From jungle to top connector. Wow. The full accuracy on display there with the AK-47. And if that's any indicator of what Silas will be doing moving forward here tonight, I think BHOP might indeed have the edge. We'll see. At least here in map 1, Stan feeling it as well. Nice little one tap at middle. This is just an eco for UYU. But yeah, as I was saying, I was kind of already expecting Beaky and Stan to play well tonight. You know, with the pressure on the line, it seems like those two really need to be the ones who step up here for BHOP. But, you know, if Silas is going to be stepping up and potentially having a big night as well, that could be just enough firepower for BHOP to pull this one out tonight. But obviously, as we've been saying, still too early to tell here. UYU grouped up in Palace. Delta might have an opportunity for a multi-kill there. Heiza going to take down Silas. And hell, Delta does get 3 from the CT stairs, and we're all tied up at 4 rounds each. Tatum and Alvin, who I would likely regard as the two best players on UYU. Tatum actually getting picked off early there, but I would say they're probably going to have a pretty solid night tonight for UYU to come up with the W in this series. This definitely feels like it could be a 3-map series coming up. UYU making their way onto the A site. They're actually already on site going for the plant. Beaky does kill Heiza, center of site. Drew, just a moment later, still gets the plant down. At default, Silas rotating in from CT. Spawn going to kill Cameron there on the CT stairs. And after Stan kills Alvin inside, it's only Drewski remaining at default, and it's a clean retake for BHOP as Silas gets that final trade onto Drewski, and Beaky will be the only man to fall here for BHOP that round. All the way up middle. Tatum already down. This is another eco round for UYU. 3 Tech 9s. Alvin on the P250. I don't know if UYU are going to be able to do too much here. UYU still grouped up in the B halls. Drewski leading the way towards site. Heiza does kill Spermy backside right in front of bench, but it's Silas trading back for 3, showing off those AK skills again and pulled out a sidearm to hit a headshot partially through the smoke onto Cameron. It's a big 4K from Silas at the B side. BHOP now up by 2 rounds. Wow, Silas. I was trying to speculate just a few rounds ago if he was going to continue that strong play he's been displaying here defensively, and indeed he's continuing to be consistent. He's leading BHOP with 12 kills at the moment. Silas able to get the initial pick there towards lower mid. We've lost 2 teammates at mid and B here. Beaky able to get a pick over at the A site. Silas still pushing all the way through underpass, able to get 2 more there. It's another 3K on the round for Silas. He's looking for a 4th and he finds it. And Silas is an absolute beast right now. He's got 16 kills, leading the server with 16 kills, 3 assists. Drewski leading UYU with 12 kills. And that has indeed led UYU to call for a timeout. Silas is clearly could be the X factor here tonight. Can he keep this up throughout map 1 and the series? Live play resuming, and things are about to get very, very interesting. Can UYU maintain their focus here? They are on another full buy round. Drewski with the initial pick in Palace. Great start to the round for UYU. Beaky still right around the corner there of those pillars, and Beaky did have his op out, but he left himself a bit vulnerable there. He will be taken down. Already being planted on the A site. BHOP potentially just going to save their rifles here. Stan and Spermy are still on the CT stairs. Spermy with a nice headshot there towards Balk, but likely still just going to be a save here for BHOP. Probably not worth risking. Definitely not now. No time. So we'll see if Stan's able to survive. Tatum's right on the other side of murder window here. But it looks like there's not going to be any further contact. BHOP did have some cash to work with. A lot of cash to fall back on, actually. So in addition to saving those 3 AKs, or excuse me, those 2 AKs and the A1S, they still have HOP on Beaky. Delta with a nice headshot there into underpass. Early contact being made at middle there. Stanislaw with a nice kill after peeking out of catwalk. Drewski took quite a bit of damage there at mid as well. Delta 9 almost traded out, also at mid, but he's going to fall back onto the A site. He's actually on stairs right now with just 7 HP. And Heiza actually moving up towards stairs. He's in sandwich right now, and it looks like UYU is going to go try to get this on the A side, but Silas going to put down Heiza just past sandwich in that smoke, about to dissipate in connector, and as it does, Delta 9 going to easily take down Drewski, who was already tagged, but Delta has barely any health himself as well. He will get that final trade onto Alpha, and a nice round there from Delta. UYU leaning towards A early here. Multiple players moving up ramp to A. Heiza already low, and Delta actually going to spam it through the smoke. Delta still spamming in the right location there, not able to find another kill yet. But Silas going to take down Cameron on the CT stairs, and Beaky with a nice trade there. No scope partially through the smoke from the CT stairs. Drewski, meanwhile, does get a ranged headshot from Palace towards stairs, and he gets 2 more headshots off the repeak. It's Drewski versus Beaky. 1v1 situation, and Beaky with the ridiculous no scope. Absolutely insane. Beaky flexing the reactions again, and he knows it. He knows it. Oh no, he knows it. Woo! Beaky. Okay. I'm sure even UYU right now is just like, okay. Okay. Final round of the first half here. Well, that was quite a stylish way to win a 1v1 and get the defuse. UYU did still squeeze out 5 AKs here. But Stanislav, the head stack from Cat, I like that little head stack. I want to see BHOP use that more. Actually, there's probably a lot of teams that could get away with using that more. I really don't see that, or haven't seen that too much during Season 40 here in ECL. Happens from time to time. Silas able to finish off Tatum there, top of connector. That does bring the two-man advantage to BHOP. 45 seconds remaining. Oh, Delta. Nice collat there towards the top of connector. Beaky able to get that final kill onto Heiza. And we've got an interesting series on our hands here, folks. UYU got started out very strong early, but BHOP was able to bounce right back, tie things up there midway through the first half, and then just started pulling away. And it's still unclear here if UYU is going to be able to pull off the comeback in the second half. But regardless, I still could see this being a 3-map series no matter what happens here in the first map. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We'll be back in just a couple minutes to see how the second half plays out. Don't go anywhere.
We laugh and we stuff we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. 'Cause I'm
Welcome back, everybody. Second half underway. BHOP leaning towards the B halls here. They have 3 up in the B halls with the C4. And Drewski's all the way pushed up Palace. He heard Beaky's footsteps there as Beaky rotates back towards the B halls to regroup with his team. Silas advancing here into the B halls, leading his team. It's actually all 5 BHOP players. About to drop into the B side. Alvin does get the initial headshot inside, but Beaky trading back for 2. Silas gonna headshot Heights over there, right outside the market window. Drewski and Cameron versus 4. Drewski on the peak there from the market exit does take down Beaky. Still a man advantage here for BHOP, but Drewski doing some additional damage up into the B hall. Spermie's low, just 15 HP at the moment. And BHOP needs to get that bomb planted here soon. Less than 15 seconds remaining now. Nice headshot from Stan towards the market exit. Some little P250 action from Stan there, leaving only Drewski remaining. Spermie gonna finish him off with a Glock headshot from sight. BHOP able to take the second half pistol round. It looks like UYU is going to go for the full force buy here, just like BHOP did in the first half after they lost pistol round. BHOP did convert on their defensive force. Can UYU convert on their first defensive force? Towards the back of B, takes some damage himself, but it's Spermie and Beaky getting the initial 2 kills here at the B side. Cameron and Alvin trading back, but Spermie getting it 2 in response. Great play with the Galil there from Spermie. And it's only Heiza remaining now for UYU. Heiza just saving that MP9 and underpass. Maybe going to try to get an exit here at Cat. He hears those footsteps. But no contact made there late in the round. BHOP now leading 12-5, and UYU coming off that force buy are really not going to be able to buy anything here. It's just Heiza retaining that MP9, and it looks like BHOP has actually called for the timeout. They probably just want to talk things over here and make sure there's no way that they can slip up and let UYU back into this. But there's still always a chance for a comeback, although 3 players on the UYU side here still with 4 frags or less, so definitely a bit uncharacteristic of UYU, especially for Tatum and Alvin, who are normally their top 2 fraggers. Live play now resuming. It's indeed a full eco from UYU. Delta tossing a molly there towards the end of the B halls. Fairly quiet round here, though. It looks like BHOP doesn't want any kind of tragedy to strike here, as they definitely know that UYU is on the eco since they just forced last round. BHOP now making their way through connector. They have control of jungle as well, but it's actually Heiza getting the first kill there in middle. Alvin going to take down Spermy by the murder window, and UYU now rotating towards A where the bomb is planted. Stan gonna have an opportunity for a multi-kill. Does get 2, make that 3 for Stan with the AK as he lines him up there towards CT spawn. BHOP now leading 13-5, but UYU will have an opportunity to buy up rifles here.